important. And so I'll request my IT department,
okay, for it to install and get work. And this APK would be using your front cam to capture your photo and ID card as well. Then see, with using this APK, we are actually concealing the actual domain name. So that's why, and this APK occupies the full screen of the mobile. So it will be easy for you to read. And the supporting Android operating systems. The latest one is Android 11, and this APK also supports the legacy versions, that is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, client-side requirement, as you know, this works only in Android operating system. Okay, in iPhone or other OS, Symbian OS, no, it is not recommended. Only for Android we have this APK. Okay, so as you know that now you want one Android mobile, that is mandatory. Next, in that what is required is internet connection with at least 1 Mbps. But nowadays we are getting 5 Mbps through Airtel and 10 Mbps through Jio, that is data. And through Wi-Fi we are getting around 100 Mbps, 500 Mbps, 1 Gbps connection also is available nowadays. So make sure you'll get good data, that is above 1 Mbps is sufficient. Next, that is your mobile screen should be equal to or above 5.5 inch. Why 5.5 inch is recommended is the question and options and all other things like the question numbers, your video, or if you want to send any message to the technical person and the replied message, everything will be shown properly and clearly if it is 5.5 and above. For suppose if you have only 4-inch mobile, 4.5 or 5-inch mobile, then also it works, but it requires scrolling. That is scrolling left and right for seeing the complete question or scrolling up and down. Okay, and make sure the battery should be charged completely above 90%, because just in case there any power failure, at that time your exam will not be disturbed, because you're gonna take test for complete 2 hours, that is 120 minutes. So 90% charge is more than sufficient enough, but make sure you have enough juice in the battery of your mobile. Next, the front cam. Using front cam, you're gonna capture your photo as well as your ID card. Okay, because the ID card, the photo and name and ID card number should be visible properly. So kindly make sure the front cam is clean. No, we are just going with the step 1, that is downloading the APK. Okay, this is the link. The bottom is the link to download the to get instructions first. Then we'll go ahead with the download part. Okay. Yeah, if you can see my screen, this is the APK we have. This is the link we have to download the APK of the mobile. Here you can see these are some general instructions. Okay, what are the things you need to do? What are the things you need to avoid? So such instructions are here. Please read it carefully. For example, you need an internet connection proper, and a private room should be there without any external disturbance. A mobile phone in a stand is recommended. A room should be quiet enough, no background noise, and proper lighting should be there. And for don'ts that you need to avoid is you should not take help from others, or you should avoid any electronic devices other than your mobile, that is like Bluetooth. You should not speak out loudly and etc. Okay, these instructions, kindly read it completely and thoroughly understand it. Then please go ahead and click this button. I agree that I have read and understood this above instructions. Okay, generally you need to access this link in mobile Chrome browser. Okay, I'm just clicking submit now. So I'll tell you why. See, here we have, please read the instructions carefully. This instructions is for installing the APK file in your mobile. Okay, first you need to download You just have to click this option, this link, download. Okay, the APK is getting downloaded here. Okay, next part, it will show you few screenshots how to install and how to launch an application. So in latest Android, that is Android 11, what happens? It has a feature called Play Protect. As you are installing a third-party application, it is not from a Play Store, it is from a third-party application. That's why it will ask you to block it by Play Protect. At that time, you can select install anyway, and if there is an option send app for scanning, just click don't send, and you just click install and go ahead. Which the installation part and everything I'm gonna show you now. Okay. So how you copy this APK file? You can download here. You just connect your mobile to the through USB cable to your laptop or desktop, and you can simply transfer that and you can install, or you can access this link directly in your mobile browser. You can download and install then and there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna run you through a small demo of how the application is getting downloaded, installed, and launched, and we are going through a small test. Okay, these are the general instructions in the left side as I've shown you now. It is the same page. Okay, the same page which I have shown you, I'm just accessing from my mobile. Okay, these instructions part I have already explained to you. Okay. Next, once you click that one, you need to select the download folder and click download. You can either click on open directly here, or you can go from file manager. If you just go to file manager, in downloads, you can see this one, NAT 2021 test.apk. Okay, then you need to install it. Next, either you can open from here, or you can click done and go to all applications and you can launch from there. Okay, see, this is the one. You can simply launch. And here it is asking permission to take picture and record video. Yes, that is required. You need to press while using the app. Next, you have, this is the user and username and password field. Okay, generally ma'am will be explaining you what is the username and password which is on your hall ticket. Don't go with this. These are only demo numbers. Okay, don't go with this. You will get your own unique IDs in your admit card. Then the first screen. This is the first screen. If you see the top frame is of the video, that is a live video. Once you click on take snapshot button, then that captured photo will come in the bottom frame. You can use this take snapshot any number of times until your photo is properly visible. Next is your ID proof. You need to capture your ID proof. Make sure the name, photo and number are visible properly. And this is your first screen after you capture your photo and ID card. That is your name, question paper. In the left side, this is the application photo which you have uploaded while registering. That is your application photo. In the right side, your current photo which you captured through the webcam. And these are the instructions for the test. The before instructions which you have seen before downloaded the APK, that is different. That is the general instructions. But these instructions are for the test. Okay, these instructions are for the test. That is, it shows you how many questions are there, what is the time duration, and what all the things you can do for the test, and regarding the negative marking, and everything is specified here. Next is, this is the second set of instructions which shows the buttons and their colors. Okay, if this color is the blue color, that means it is not answered. Green means that particular question is answered. Answered is nothing but selecting an option out of 4 which you thought it is the correct one. You just need to select that one. Once you select any option, that particular question color, the button color will turn into green. Next, previous question button is there, and next question is button there to move between the questions, that is to navigate between the questions to and fro. Next, we have 1 to 90 questions button in the bottom of the screen. That is, either you click next and previous buttons for navigating, or you can directly click on the question number buttons to show that particular question. Okay. Next part will come about the start test. In here, generally you will not get this button. Okay, this is a demo, that's why we have enabled the button. But in general, while you taking the test, this button will not be active. Why? Because if your exam is at 11 AM and you logged in by 10 AM, no, you cannot start, right? Even by 10:30, you cannot start, because all students will start the test at the same time all over India. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and we'll click start the test. Yes, so this is the questions we have. This is the first question is the passage. In passage, we'll have top one is the passage and bottom are the question asked against the passage. Okay, then this is the complete bottom where you have the all questions here, then your video, and any query you have, you can post it here. See, I'm just answering. I have answered 5 questions here. And if you come bottom, see, all 5 question buttons turned into green. Others are blue. Now this is the second one. This is also a passage. Question number 6 to 10. Once you select any option, that is considered as answer. Okay. Next we are going to next question. See, we have answered one. The 11th is answered. Next 12th we are answering. Next I'll change the option. I will remove the option. You can do anything. For changing, you just click on other option. For removing, you click on the same option. It will get deselected. Okay. Next, we are just going ahead. Just without answering also, you can click next, next and previous questions. But if you come to the bottom, if you see any blue color buttons, that means those are unanswered. You can directly click on that. Even though you are at some 70 questions or 80 questions, in between, if there are any, you can do it. Now here, this is the one to post your query to the technical person. Just in case if you're facing any technical problem while taking the test, at the time what you do, you can just click here to post query. Using this button, you can post your question. Okay. See, I'm posting a question. I'm facing some issue. Next, message from admin. Any reply, see, your questions will be definitely answered and you will get a reply. The reply will come in messages from admin. In the bottom, you will get the reply. Okay, in here you can see your application number on the top right, application number name, number of question answered. See, answered 14 out of 90. Total number is 90 and you have answered 14. Next is the time left. Time starts from 120 and it will start ticking down in negative way. Okay, I'm just going forward, and these are the images. These are the questions with images, and very important point is you have 2 hours test, but you cannot submit the test for first 1 hour. That is, after 1 hour, you will get the button I have completed the test in the bottom of the screen. Okay, currently I'm showing this is the timer. Okay, only to highlight, I'm just pointing that one. See, in the bottom, I have the button called I have completed the test. Once you click on that one, you will get this one. This is the first warning. Okay, this warning, like you have attempted 15 questions out of 90. You have not answered 75 out of 90. So this information will come, how many attempted, not attempted. Then if you still want to go back to the test because 75 questions are not answered and there is no negative marking. So if you wish to go back, you can just click on go to test and you can go back to the test. But if you want to finish, you can click continue. Okay, so let me click continue. This is the final warning. Okay, in this warning, again, you can go back to the test from here. Okay, after 2 warnings, if you click continue, that is here also, if you click continue, you will get the feedback form. This feedback form is very important. Ma'am will explain you. So this feedback form is very, very important. You need to select the appropriate one from your personal perspective. Then in the bottom, you can give your suggestion for any improvement, changes like that, and how you're feeling in your own words. Okay, so this is the feedback form. Let's click submit. See, this is the final screen you will get. That is, thank you for taking the test. Okay, so that was the final screen. Thank you for taking the test. That means your test is finished. So let me go ahead with this. This part I have already shown you. Step 2, step 3. See, everything is mentioned in the PPT. The live demo which I have given you, everything is mentioned here in the PPT. Next, to close the APK, because APK occupies your full screen. To close the APK, you can simply press the home button in your Android mobile. See, we have 3 buttons. The square one for opening the background application, multi applications. Then home button to show you the proper desktop one, your icons, the main page. Then and one minus will be there for back, or minus or less than symbol. It is for the back. So you just need to press the home button. Your APK will close after you get the thank you page. Okay, this is about the mobile APK part. Next, I believe you are flexible and very easy to go ahead with this because most of the students will have this one. However, if you have laptop or desktop with external cam connected to it, I'm going to show you this one also. See, this is regarding the instructions for taking the test on desktop or laptop. Okay, at desktop it requires a Windows 10 with external webcam with proper drivers. If it is a laptop, internal drivers because it has an internal webcam. So you are getting some general instructions here. Okay, before that, let me show you the PPT. I'll just go ahead. I'll continue with the PPT then. Okay, then I'll come to this page. It will be easy. And for you also, you can easily grasp what I'm going to tell. And why we are using Safe Exam browser. We have few points here. That it's very secure. We can access the webcam from here. The right click is disabled. all special keys, function keys, everything is disabled. You cannot see the URL, and any application in the background, any remote application, it would get killed, and so on. Next, what are the operating systems supported to install the Safe Exam browser? Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1 and Windows 10. Here we recommend Windows 10 because it has the latest kernel and it runs very smoothly. Okay, in others also it runs like Windows 7. It runs and install, but the problem is you need to install the prerequisite .NET Framework 4.5 for getting installed this Safe Exam browser. Okay, so I suggest you go with the 10. Next, what are the things like in laptop? It should be a Windows 10 with inbuilt working webcam. Next, in desktop PC, it should be a Windows 10 probably. If you have Windows 8, 8.1, no issues. 7 also no issues, but you need to install that prerequisite which I told you before. Next, it should have some working external webcam with proper compatible drivers. Here, these are the machine hardware configuration. Okay, the minimum is Core 2 Duo, 3 GHz, and any i-series processor i3, i5, i7, i9. Okay, next 2 GB RAM or above. Hard disk should be 250 GB or above. Ethernet should be 100 Mbps or 1 Gbps, because nowadays 100 Mbps is common and 1 Gbps you can find it in the latest laptop or desktops. Internet should be 1 Mbps or above. 5 Mbps actually it's recommended. And working webcam, if you want to check the working of the webcam, there is a website. This is the website, webcamtest.com. If you go to this website, if your webcam is working, it will detect any working webcam, either externally connected or internally. Okay, this is for checking the webcam, whether it is working or not. This is the first step. This is the link you will get, okay, which you will get access and see the screen. So this is the link. Okay, left side you have some general instructions and right side you have some do's and don'ts. They are same and similar as the mobile APK instructions because these are general one. Okay, except that here some Safe Exam browser related few instructions are given. Please read it carefully. Next, I agree and submit. Here, this is the page where you can download Safe Exam browser along with this configuration file. Okay, complete instructions along with the screenshots is mentioned here. Like you have to log in as an administrator, make sure the webcam is functional, and see this is the download button. If you just click on this link, see Safe Exam browser is getting downloaded. It is of some 64.6 MB. Next, how to install? We need to right click and just click next and finish, just like we do in the a normal exe. Next, we need to click the download of the config file. After you install Safe Exam browser, see installing Safe Exam browser is a blank one. Once you run this config file, this Safe Exam browser settings are configured using this config file and a full screen application will get opened and you can start taking the test. Just in case, while opening the config file, if it is asking administrator password, no problem. You can just see the screenshot. You can reset the Safe Exam browser. Okay, so this is the one how to do with the Safe Exam browser. Next, I'm just gonna explain you further. This is all you have already seen, how to download from step number 3, how to download the config file from step number 5. Okay, so this is the main page. This page, everything would be similar as you have seen for the mobile version. Okay, the username and password. Okay, here you just need, if it is asking for a camera, you just need to click allow. Next, the left side would be a live cam. Once you click on take snapshot, the captured photo will be appearing on the right side, that is right side frame. Similarly with the ID card, next your name and details, question paper, application photo, and the webcam photo which you have just taken now. Click continue. These are some instructions here. Okay, you can see clear cut instructions, what are the things for the test. Next, instruction 2 regarding the symbols and the colors, and start the test. So this is the page, this is the actual page. Okay, this is the top one. Okay, in the top one you can see the application number, name, number of question answered, and the time left. This is the middle one, like question number, question paper level, question, related options, previous question button, and next question button. In the right side, okay, in the right side you can see this one, like your video will be coming here. If you have any queries you while taking the test, any technical queries only, please, then you just have to click here to post query. You can post your query and you can get back the reply, and in the bottom you have all the question buttons. You can directly click on the button. Okay, so once you answered, on the right side you can see all are green, and after 1 hour, as I told you, after 1 hour you will get this option, I have completed the test button. In the bottom you can see, which I have highlighted. Next, you can just see it will show the first warning that you answered so and so. You want to go back or you want to continue to submit. If you click go to test, yes, you can go back to the test. You can modify your answers, or you can answer any unanswered question. Okay, then you can continue with I have completed the test. Next, if you are sure, just click on continue, that I have complete that you have completed the test. Just click on continue. This is the final warning. Here also you can still go back to the test. Otherwise, you can just click on continue to go for feedback form. This is the feedback form. The feedback form and everything is same that you have seen as per the mobile version. Okay, don't worry about it. Just go ahead, try to select everything and give your own personal suggestions or how you're feeling about the test. Next, this is the thank you part. So once this has come, here there is, if you click here, see in the bottom you can see click here to exit application. If you click that one, okay, it will open one pop-up window showing to enter the quit password. The quit password is also there. Just enter the quit password and just press the button exit. The exam will get closed. Okay, thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
All right, now we continue with the presentation. And once again, dear students, just after this, the PPT will be uploaded. You can go through it. And so if there's any doubt, it should get clarified. Okay, now the first one, please. First line. Second one. All right. I hope you have prepared for the test. Have you checked the NTA website to know what National Testing Agency is all about? National Aptitude Test website, have you checked that? The manual, have you gone through it? Is very important. And all instructions have been given in it. And I'm sure you must have had some queries. Have you sent mail and have we responded? We have about 12 of our staff sitting on the helpline and on the help desk and also attending to the queries. Now we have covered not only students from NCR but from the entire country. So in each state there is a city coordinator who is also monitoring it and is in touch with us. Now the helpline, help desk numbers are given here. I'm sure you've got in touch with them and you've been satisfied with the answers. Most important is the technical helpline numbers. Now, issues that faced by the candidates before and during the mock test and also during the main test, the numbers are given. Please get in touch and everything should be fine. So tomorrow is an important day to ensure that the mock test is conducted in a proper manner and you're well prepared to appear for the test on 23rd or 24th as per your slot. So these numbers are important. And now I move ahead. Can you show the next slide, please? Now about National Testing Agency, the Director General of National Testing Agency is Dr. Baneet Joshi, who heads this, and supported by our Senior Director, Dr. Sadhna Prasher. And we have a number of team members who've been working behind the scenes for almost 2 years to bring this on this project, and hopefully we will now see the light of it. This project is important for us and for you and for us, for both. The experts have been taken from all over the country who have worked on the questions. We want to standardize it to find out the reliability and validity so that it can be then conducted at the national level. Because right now it's only a pilot project. For you, it is important. You will know what skills you have, where your potential is. It's only an indicator and suggestive. And of course, your interest areas and other things are important, but it will help you to decide what you want to, what profession you want to pursue, what you want to do. Now, what is National Testing Agency all about? To be effective, to leave an impact. Once you've attempted this paper, you will find that a lot of self-learning will take place. You will reflect on what you are doing with yourself, and it'll be a better person. A lot of and transparent is accountability is there. Everything is transparent, everything taken care of, and we are very flexible also and do take care of the students' needs. International standards. What is happening all over the world regarding the aptitude test? Yes, we have kept that in mind before before working on the framework of the aptitude test. So you find that yes, it is at par with what is happening all over the world. Now regarding the gaps in the system, what the schools are teaching today, then later on what the colleges, what you study is very different from what the industry wants. The gap has to be filled. So in that sense, this is the schools wake up, the higher education also wakes up, and we have a system that your Knowledge is important, skills are important, your aptitude is important, attitude is important, interest area is important. So that whatever you do regarding your profession, yes, it is a progressive realization of a predetermined goal and you work towards it, and it's not just passing time. Now, regarding research on the last point, research on education, yes, we've done a lot of research on this before finalizing this particular test. So that's about National Testing Agency. Next. Can you show the next slide, please? Just 1 minute, there's a slight hitch. Just 1 minute, please. And in the meantime, in the chat box, please keep putting your questions. Is everything, are you understanding everything? Is everything visible? If something you don't have, you don't understand, or there's a query, please put it in the chat box immediately. And so that I then adjust accordingly. It's very important to reach out to each and every student. By reaching out to you all, obviously we will have a better result, and you will know what you're doing in the test that will be conducted on 23rd and 24th. Moving ahead, the test schedule. 23rd Saturday, you can choose your slot, and on Sunday is level 3 and 4. Again, you can choose your slot. The first one, level 1 and 2, is the school level, and level 3 and 4 is graduate and postgraduate students. Next line, very important, mock test is scheduled on 21st October. You can log in at any time between 10 AM to 6 PM, and the test is only for half an hour. You should be able to download the app, be familiar with it, and then it's a half an hour test to see that everything is in place. And which app you have to download, all that is mentioned over here. And you've just seen the demo also. Yes, next. Now this is the data at a glance. Application form submitted. We have 63,000 candidates appearing for this pilot project. When I say pilot, it's an initial launch to see that yes, it is tried and tested and it works. The questions are as per requirement and to test the skills of the students. Level 1, number of students who applied, that the data is given, and gender wise also the data has been shared with you. Next is about the aptitude test. It is considered as a natural ability, natural or acquired skills for disposition of capacity for a specific purpose. It is an estimate of what a person is likely to do. We have 9 domains. This is the first domain, critical reading ability. In this, you'll be given a passage. You'll have to answer 4 or 5 questions, and the options are there. Yes, now we'll show you the passage. So this is the passage. Question number 1, what is the main purpose of the passage? The options are given, and you have to write the answer. Now, when you write the answer, please keep in mind the justification, the explanation, the reason is very important. You don't have to write the explanation or reason or justification, but you should know what you are doing. That's one of the purpose of this test. You should know what you are doing. And that is why think in your mind, is this the correct answer? What is the explanation? And then give the option. from the option choose the correct answer. So that's the second question that is given. Which of the following would the author of the passage most likely not agree with? Options are there and the answer and explanation. I repeat once again, explanation is for you, justification for you. You don't have to write that in the mock test or in the main test. That is for you to think what could be the right answer. Yes, next. Domain 2 is numerical ability. It is the ability to think logically through numbers, between numbers or number series by finding hidden code. Example is given, find the missing number from the given series. The options are given and then the answer and how you have derived at it, the justification. We come to the next domain, and that is abstract reasoning. It is the ability to reason with signs and shapes, the observation abilities that enable one to quickly notice accurate details in graphical presentations. So the example is given, what comes next to the last figure in the pattern of figures given below. The options are there, what is the answer, and the justification is there. So that's how the questions will be. You have to apply your mind, think, and that is what is required. Yes, next is domain 4, which is analytical reasoning, ability of critically analyzing the given information to draw a valid conclusion. Example, if reason is coded as 5 and government is 9, then what is the code for accident? Choose the correct option, answer is given and the justification. Yes, next. Domain 5, spatial ability, ability to visualize shapes and structures against dimensions, that is ability to think in space. And the question is given, which two shapes are incorrectly placed in the pattern, and which of the following figures, the shape it consists of two parts. Which of the following figures would fit exactly into one of the sections in the shape? Note, it may have been turned. So answer is given and the justification. Yes, next. Finding irregularities. The simplest approach to identifying irregularities in data is to flag the data points that deviate from common statistical properties of a distribution, including mean, median, mode, and quintiles. Example is given. Which two shapes are incorrectly placed in the pattern, and the options are given. And you think before writing down the correct option. Yes, next is domain 7, data interpretation. It is the ability to quickly and accurately locate differences in print material, both numbers and words. Example, under which head Ram spends 1/5 of his salary? Options are there, which percentages are mentioned, and options are there, and the answer is 4. And the justification is total percentage represented in pie chart is 100, so 1/5 is 20, that is children education. Yes, next. Next is domain 8, verbal ability. It is the ability to understand concepts hidden in words, ability to abstract or generalize beyond mere vocabulary recognition. Example is given. Then what does affidavit mean? And the justification, that is also given. And now we come to the last domain, which is physical and mechanical analysis. It is the ability of understanding and application of natural and mechanical forces that are prevalent in the real world. Example is given. The diagram shows a section through a hot water boiler. As water is heated, the hot water is drawn off through the outlet at D, from which pipe A, B, C, E, or F could cold water be introduced into the system. The options are there, and the justification, it is answer 1, cold water to introduce from the lower end and opposite to the outlet of hot water. So 9 domains, options are there, and you have to choose the correct option. What is the justification, reason, explanation, that is where the skill is required. Yes, now some details of the pilot test. It is an internet-based mode. The candidates can appear in the test from their place of stay. You can be anywhere and use your mobile phone or desktop. 9 domains, 10 multiple choice questions are there from each domain. Medium of question paper will be in English only for the pilot test. And hopefully when we do the main test, the one which will be standardized, we will be doing it in 13 languages so that we reach out to as many students, even in the rural areas, as possible. Each domain has 10 questions carrying 1 mark each, and 2 hours duration, 90 marks. Now the next point is very, very important. Candidates are not allowed to use calculators or any electronic device or indulge in any malpractice. Please do not cheat yourself. Do not have, your counselor or someone sitting to tell you this is the correct answer, because you're cheating yourself. We are just trying to find out what your potential is so that you work towards it. Of course, we do have our own devices to check if someone is sitting next to you, but why get into any finger pointing? You have to be honest with yourself and find out where your potential is. And of course, there is no negative marking, and it is free of cost. Yes, next. Next is the admit card. The roll number, application number. Application number is at the time of registration given to you. Roll number, this is for the exam, which is the same login ID and login password. It is the same number. So we've simplified things for you. Login time, whichever slot you have chosen. So this is regarding the admit card. On the back side of the admit card are the instructions. Please read that very carefully. And let us say your instruction number 9. Candidates are required to log in for the online test 30 minutes before the commencement of test. So that you settle down, you are familiar with it. Because if you log in, no candidate shall be permitted to report, that's the next point, for the test after the commencement of the test. So even if you say that no, there was no electricity or no internet and so on, sorry, the exam will start on time, conclude on time, and after that your 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes for the feedback form, and that's how it is. So no extra time will be given. So that is why we recommend that 30 minutes before the commencement of test, so that you're familiar with everything. So that's important, and the other instructions have been given. And the next one is again repeating, user ID and password is the same for mock test and main test. And to download the app, the links have also been provided to you. Yes, next. Now we come to the scorecard. As clearly mentioned, these are fictitious scores. Let us say these are the scores that you've got. This is the bar graph. In this particular bar graph, critical reading ability has the highest marks. And also 8 is data interpretation. So your skill is towards these two. Critical reading more towards literary pursuits. You could pursue this line, but otherwise, if your interest area is in some other line, you do that, but then pursue this as a hobby, because your potential is you have your skills in critical reading ability. What the scores are, it is only suggestive, but there are other factors, your interest area, your personality, and after discussing with your parents what is the right thing to be done, all those things are also important. Aptitude test scores are only suggestive of a student's potential. Parents should not use these scores to choose subjects for the students. These are suggestive what we are saying. And as rightly said, education is in part an aptitude development program. Today, what you want to do, day one, you can work towards it, you can develop your interest, inculcate your skills accordingly. And regarding the interest inventory, another important determinant of success and satisfaction in a particular field is interest and personality and ability. So all these are very important also. Yes, next. I think that's the last slide we have. This is a frequently asked question. In a way, it is summarizing what I have said in the presentation, and just after this, we'll be uploading it. You can go through it once again. The date of the test, what slot it is, please check. Today evening, you can download the admit cards, go through it. We have our helpline numbers. The technical team is there to assist you. We are at your service. And the mock test also, the details are mentioned. Yes, next. So go through these FAQs, which most of you have asked these questions, and that is how we have framed these 21 questions. And that's what I'd like to say. Now, most important also is, if you see point 17, feedback form. Once you finish the paper, feedback form has to be filled. Your score and the feedback form will help us in the validity and reliability of the test to standardize it. We will know which questions we need to change, what we need to improve on. So we'll do that so that once it's standardized, then we'll be able to open it for each and every one of the students to know themselves better, what their potential is. And I'd like to conclude with that today we have to reshape and redefine every single aspect of mankind. Uncertain future, we don't know what it holds, what it's going to be. How are we preparing ourselves for it? Towards what your potential is, you work towards it. I repeat, we have to reshape and redefine every single aspect of mankind. We have to take charge of our future, and this is what I'd like to say. Yes. And that's how I'd like to conclude with that. Now, in the chat box, time of mock test, it is already mentioned here. We'll put up the PPT. Please go through it. What is the purpose of this exam? The purpose is you should know your potential, what your skills are, and work towards it. This future, which is so uncertain, we'll be able to define it, that what we want to do with ourselves. Otherwise, more often than not, we've got jobs that we are not interested in. What a waste of life. What a waste we are doing. So pursue your passion, raise the bar, and be whatever the requirements of the industries, we move towards that. So that's the purpose of this exam. Know yourself better. And will we get the scorecard? We'll share with you what your score is. Obviously, we'll have to share that with you so that you know yourself. And why is NTA conducting this exam? We not only are an assessment body, but also we do a lot of research. So this is the first research project that we'll be doing. And it's, yes, it has taken time, but I'm sure the fruit will also, the results will be something to be talked about. And otherwise, we conduct number of exams for number of organizations, and that's what we do. I think I've been able to answer all the questions that you've put in the chat box. I close at this, and any more queries? Email ID is there, helpline is there, and right now go through the PPT once again, and all your queries will be taken care of. On behalf of our NTA team, all the members who've slogged it out to see this project, give it final shape, and today we've had this second day of orientation. On behalf of everyone, I thank each and every one of you You learn and we learn, and a better education system, better quality of life for all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you.